Hey guys, Crypto Mike here with the mic check 1212. Is this thing on? Please hit the thumbs up, the subscribe button. Please hit that subscribe. And hit the notification bell, may as well, if you enjoy my content. Alright, also download Brave Browser. Link is in the description. Free basic attention token. That's all you need to know. Let's go. Now, there's a that's a funny one. There's a few things I want to show you, okay? First of all, I uploaded a video, an interview with Kent Lewis that I did at the end of February when all this coronavirus is kind of just starting to come to a head, when people were really starting to kind of be affected by it. This was before most people lost their jobs. This was a couple of weeks before I lost my job, or temporarily got laid off. Now it's really starting to affect people, okay guys? I'm grateful. I'm very grateful for the ones who are receiving their checks, the stimulus checks. I haven't received mine, but I have faith, you know, I have faith in the Lord. I do, that He's going to take care of me. Everything will be just fine. Money's not everything. I have enough food, thank God. I went shopping a long time ago, last year. I did prep shopping, and I got a lot of canned food. I got a lot of... Oh, hey. I didn't realize my roommate just walked in. So I have my earplugs in. Okay. Try to drown out that TV. So, I've got, you know, I'm fine. So thing is, I freaked out a little bit this morning because I was like trying to, look, let me show you something. Go on Twitter. I was trying to log into US Bank for 3 hours. It wouldn't log in. Oh, there's a problem with the server, or temporarily disabled, whatever it said. One of those messages that they give you. Okay, that's fine. I understand there's probably millions of people all at once trying to check their bank accounts. Exactly, right? That's what's happening. So anyways, I look, and I finally was able to log in a few hours later, and instead of seeing $1,200 there, I see a bill for the gym, which I haven't been to for over a month. They've been closed, and as far as I knew, I thought they weren't going to charge me, but they did. Anyways, I called the bank later and disputed it. But no, I didn't get my stimulus check. Not everyone got it. But the problem is, guys, is that the banks are getting overloaded. All this is really coming to a head. Now, like I said, I just uploaded the video of the interview I did with Kent Lewis back in February, and pretty much everything he told me, including stuff he told me after the interview on the phone, which was even way worse. So, I mean, it scared the hell out of me. But some of it I had to ignore and forget he told me. I won't repeat some of it because it's kind of like black pill to the extreme kind of stuff. But a lot of it's happening, okay? He told us exactly what was gonna happen. So definitely go watch that. I just uploaded it. I hadn't uploaded it before because the quality of the bandwidth, I was at, the Wi-Fi at Starbucks was bad. It was really hard to, it was hard for me to upload this one, but the information on it, the words he says, that's enough. I could see that you would get a lot of value from them. Definitely check it out. I'll play a little bit of it, but the first thing I want to show you is what the Bearable Bull tweeted out earlier. Okay, and I retweeted it. I think I did. Go follow me on Twitter, by the way. The link is in the description. Right here, baby. Look at this. Okay, all these banks, and here, I love this. I love this because it's so true. That's exactly how I felt this morning, guys. Here we go. This is exactly what we've been waiting for, what we've been talking about. It's not like we want it to happen, right? But we've been preparing for it to happen, okay? That's why you subscribe to my channel, because we dive deep, okay? I'm one of many of the pieces of the cryptocurrency puzzle, okay? The blockchain puzzle, the economic puzzle, okay? We all do our little parts here to contribute, all right? And we figure it all out together, and we prepare ahead of time. That's why I'm not worried, okay? Although it sucks temporarily, you know, that this is all happening. It really does. It sucks, this whole coronavirus thing. But at least understanding what is going on, what's really happening. It sucks, but it doesn't. It's good to know. However, it is kind of depressing knowing how much corruption there is in the system and how much they're willing to lie to us in order to, you know, let the system collapse the way they want it to. It's really it shows how little they think of us mere civilians. Anyways, so this is what happened this morning with US Bank. I was having a ton of trouble trying to get in. Problems at US Bank. Look, this is all the reports. These are all the reports starting at 2 p.m. yesterday. Not too much, all the way up to 6 a.m., 7 a.m. this morning. I couldn't get in for about 3 hours. I went onto the computer, I went on my phone, I tried logging in. No success. And you know, I figured they were having a massive amount of people trying to log in at once. And this is what happened. So US Bank, Chase, look at that one. Chase, okay? Just a massive spike in reported problems with the website, downdetector.com here, down detector, okay? The websites were down for pretty much all the major banks, okay? Now this is part of the problem section of the problem reaction solution equation that they use. Okay, they've done it time and time again. Hegelian dialectic, and you know it's been studied and used for centuries. Okay, right now this is the problem that they created, so they can roll out the solution. Now next, there are going to be more problems. I hate to say it, there will be. Go watch the interview. And if you don't want to watch the one that I posted, go to Sarah Westall's channel. It's a little more clear on her channel. He talks a little differently because she doesn't care so much about crypto. So me and him talk about crypto a little more, but it's basically the same message. From what he's been telling us, and he did a lot of research on this, it's not exactly going to get easier, okay? The problems are going to keep coming in different forms and factors. This is just the beginning of the financial problems that people are going to face. Now they're proposing a bill to give us $2,000 a month. It's going to keep increasing until hyperinflation hits and the dollar is not worth even like half as much as it is now. A loaf of bread is seriously going to be about, who knows, $10 pretty soon, That's what they're doing. They keep printing money out of nothing. It's not backed by anything. Well, oil, it's a petrodollar, but it's not backed by anything sound. The way they set it up, Nixon took us off the gold standard in 1971. And since then, it's basically, that was an excuse to be able to give the Federal Reserve a lot more power, okay? To keep printing and put us basically in debt. So what they're doing with these stimulus bills, or they're sending it to us, and they're basically giving us, what they're doing is they're taking the money from us by giving it to us. That's the debt system that we're in. It's like IOUs, ultimately we're gonna pay, and it's gonna be even worse because the rich are gonna get richer, and that's just how it works. I hate to say it, guys. I'll listen. Look, I'm talking about the QAnon conspiracists out there. I can't wait till you're right. That's all I can say about that. I can't wait till President Trump, the hero, comes and saves us all with his secret plan. I can't wait. Until then, I'm going to have to just wait. Anyways, until then, it's hard for me to believe that it's actually happening. And I hate to say that because I really am so hopeful that I could actually do that, that we could actually sit here and watch the world change for the better. I just don't think it works like that. Anyways, if you have any indisputable evidence that this QAnon theory is for real, send it to me. Go ahead. The Telegram link is in the description. Go ahead, go onto the Telegram channel, drop some info. Let's have a good debate, or let's not even debate, but let's civilly just try to figure out the truth. Okay. Now here's a little bit of a clip.
When I saw what the National Association of Realtors had done with RETS, my invention, I started digging further. And long story short, I discovered that central banks, corporations, and governments had put hundreds of millions of dollars into specifically blockchain. And what they had done is they had created standards for every product and service in the world. And long story short, in the near future, after they collapse this global financial Ponzi scheme, which I predict will happen in April, a month away, when they bring everything back up, when you go to the grocery store or you go to put gas in your car, everything will be on supply blockchains and not.
Okay, so you notice how he says when they bring everything back up. Well, now I hope it doesn't get bad enough to where they close the grocery stores, but it's a possibility. You know, that's a very slim possibility, but it could get that bad. But it has gotten pretty bad. It's not seeming to get any better as far as restrictions that we were put under. They'll probably want us to think it's going to get better. However, things are going to change, just like 9/11. Travel restrictions, international restrictions got much heavier, and there's a lot of people who think that they used it. You know, they used it to their advantage. Also, there's a lot of people who think that it was a whole conspiracy, but I'm not going to get into that. But this whole thing, they're exaggerating. They're exaggerating up the wazoo, and they need the scapegoat for the financial collapse, for the reset. They need us to react. Okay, problem, reaction, solution. They need us to react. And I hate to say it, this morning I freaked out. I reacted because I don't have any money, you know? I'm not trying to say I'm broke, but because I'm not. I do have crypto, okay? So I can't say I'm broke, but the money they keep promising, there's going to be people like me who are like, well, what the hell? Everyone else is going to get money, but not me. Why are certain people who make a ton of money? Well, I mean, if they make under $75,000, you know, they don't make a ton of money, but still, even if they're doing well, they have enough money and they still get their checks. But then other people who really were living paycheck to paycheck, you know, like me, I work at a restaurant, got fired, laid off. Now, you know, I don't get my normal check every 2 weeks, you know, but they're promising all this money, you know, and it doesn't come. The unemployment doesn't come. Like, there's going to be a ton of people, and I know exactly how it feels, who are going to be freaking out. Like, what's going on? People are going to get angry. They want the reaction, okay? So they can roll in a new way of doing it, a new system to replace the antiquated 40-year-old system, COBOL, that they have in place right now. But they want us to be okay with it. They want us to ignore the fact that they've been printing money up the wazoo. The bankers have been screwing us normal people for years and years and years, and they don't want anyone looking at that fact. Okay, this was the perfect scapegoat for them. Yeah, the US dollar's fucked. The US dollar's fucked. It's going to be worthless in a few years, completely worthless, just like Venezuela. Unless they do something like back it by gold, or they're going to have to create a new digital currency, stable coin. Okay, that's what they're doing. That's what they're planning. So this guy here, Ken Lewis, he goes on to explain anything that's on Coinbase, and that's why the Brian Brooks news from Steve Mnuchin hiring Brian Brooks from Coinbase was so big to me, and that's why I keep promoting that news to you guys and trying to get you guys to dig in, think about it a little bit, think about the Coinbase coins, okay, and why they will be so successful.
Well, what that means is they will be able to track and tax 100% of every transaction. See, most people that are into crypto go, well, what's it matter that Bitcoin is controlled by the Federal Reserve, which I'll prove factually here in a second. Well, what it means it is to collapse. So right now, I'm going to start screen sharing.
Find these things, and I came across
Ethereum further. And long story short, I discovered that central banks, corporations, and governments had put hundreds of millions of dollars into specifically blockchain. And what they had done is they had created standards for every product and service in the world. And long story short, in the near future, after they collapse this global financial Ponzi scheme, which I predict will happen in April, a month away.
Oh.
When they everything.
Wow.
And so yeah.
Okay, so he did all sorts of reports. I'm going to leave the link in it. Make sure you go watch it. Check out freedom.social. It's pretty cool. All right, anyways, now I'm going to go into another part of the series with Dr. Texture and Bearable Guy 123 and Zuko in my next video. Okay, I don't have time to do it in this video, but there are a few other things I want to show you. I don't know how much time I have left, a few minutes probably, but these banks are going down. This is the beginning of the problems, and they want us to experience them. That's exactly what they're doing. You guys, this world is ruled by people with money. The banks control all the money. The Federal Reserve controls all the banks. Basically, it's the bank, the central bank of central banks. The BIS is the central bank of central banks, but the Federal Reserve controls the world reserve currency. Okay, they're all in bed together. The IMF, the Federal Reserve, BIS. They control everything. They control this scandemic that's happening right now. There's a reason people are actually saying what the hell's going on, and it's because there are a lot of less flu deaths every year than this coronavirus. And I want you to ask yourself something. Do you know anyone who has it or has died from it? And if they do have it, or if they did have it, did they die from it? Just ask yourself that, and ask everyone you know if they know anyone who has the coronavirus. And also ask yourself, did they do this back when the swine flu was big? SARS? You know, why are they using this one? Okay, why are we freaking out, locking down the economy because of this one? It's just interesting, okay? This is a big show they're putting on for us, not for us, for themselves. And they're using us, okay? There's a lot of power in numbers, okay? If we unite in a stance of what the hell's going on around here, then, you know, that's something they don't want, because there's a lot more of us than there are them, the 0.001%, okay? I don't have much time left on this video, so I think I'm almost to 30 minutes. Anyways, this is just my thoughts of the day. Oh, David Schwartz also tweeted this earlier. I thought that was great. This penny stock shot up 2,000% overnight. And I think that's what he's trying to tell us, is that this XRP thing, that's pretty much what I took from it, is going to look like this someday. I don't know when, but I think pretty soon, especially if this April reset actually does happen, which seeming more and more every day like it's going to. Anyways, guys, love you. Huddle strong and be good people, because good things will happen to you. I love you, and have a wonderful day. Crypto Mike out. Peace.